sounded pretty upset. What happened?
I just told Ethan that, little Ethan is his son.
You did?
I did.
Okay. So what happened? How did he react? He must have been thrilled, right?
He didn't believe me.
What do you mean? Why wouldn't he believe you?
Because he said there's no way in the world that I could have kept something like that from him, that I couldn't be that cruel.
Okay. Once he realized you were serious, it must have been a shock for him. I mean...
No, he didn't believe me. He said, that he would love nothing more than for that to be true. That if little Ethan were his son, he would feel complete. But there's no way that could be true because I couldn't be so dishonest.
Oh my God, honey.
I can't tell Ethan that little Ethan is his son, or he'll hate me forever. It's over. I mean, I've lost all hope of ever being with Ethan.
Honey, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that you have to go through this whole thing.
It's just I can't tell Ethan the truth, you know? He's never gonna know little Ethan is his son. Little Ethan is never gonna know who his real father is. And that's what breaks my heart. That he's gonna go through life thinking that Julian Crane is his real father, a man who's as despicable as his father was.
I wish there was something I could do, you know, to help you, but...
Just being here, it helps me, really.
But you know what? I don't think that's enough here. I still think you need to try to tell Ethan the truth. You know, you have to make him believe you.
I just can't. I mean, you didn't see the hurt in his eyes. I mean, he couldn't even imagine that I would have kept something like that from him.
Okay, but you have to make him understand where you were coming from. You know, that you were terrified that he was going to take your son from you. I mean, your son? You were scared, honey.
I know, but I just don't think that Ethan would understand. I don't. And then he and Gwen could still take little Ethan away from me, and I'm not going to let that happen. I can't lose him. He's all I got.
I know.
I really messed things up. Why does love have to be so painful?
It shouldn't be, right? I mean, I don't know. It's supposed to be a happy time.
Right. Speaking of happy times, I gotta get ready for Fox and Kay's wedding shower.
Ugh.
Are you going?
I don't know. I'm really not in the mood right now. And I don't think you should go either. You know, not at a time like this.
I have to go for poor Miguel.
Is he still upset that Fox is marrying Kay, then?
Oh my God, he's heartbroken, okay? He loves her, and trust me, I know what it feels like to love someone you can't be with.
Well, you certainly do know about that.
Yeah. I wouldn't go if it weren't for him. I think the wedding shower just depressed me even more.
Okay, now hold on a second. Now, you're certainly too young to give up on love altogether. Come on now. You got another 50, 60 years to find Mr. Right.
You think? You remember when we were little girls, okay? I mean, we used to dream about, you know, the big wedding day. How we'd have, like, these fabulous bridal showers and, like, the most beautiful weddings that Harmony's ever seen.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm not gonna have that. You know, my hopes and my dreams about love have been shattered, but you can have that. You got it. All you have to do is just marry Chad, and you two are gonna live happily ever after. And I still get to throw you that bridal shower.
No, I don't think so.
What do you mean? Of course I'm gonna do it.
No, you're not, because I'm not gonna marry Chad. I'm just gonna call the whole thing off.
You can't be serious. You can't really call off your wedding with Chad.
can I even think about marrying Chad when I think he's having an affair?
But Whitney, you don't know for sure. You just suspect it.
Yeah, but I have very strong suspicions. You know, when I take my marriage vows, I want it to be forever, you know? So how can I say those words? How am I supposed to commit to a man who I think is lying to me?
But you don't know for sure if he's lying.
I don't know for sure that he isn't either. Look, if I do marry Chad, I want him to love me. You know, love me with his whole heart and soul, the same way I'm gonna love him.
I know. I mean, God, ever since you fell in love with Chad, you wanted to marry him.
Yeah, I know, but you know, you and I were both taught that marriage is something so special, you know?
Sound like Ethan. His wedding vows are the only reason he's with Gwen.
But isn't that one of the reasons why you love him so much? That he takes his marriage vows so seriously, that they're so sacred to him?
But what if he made a mistake? Should he hold true to those vows if his marriage is a fraud?
Kind of like your marriage to Alistair.
My marriage to Alistair was wrong. Yeah, I admit it. But in my heart, I knew it wasn't a real marriage.
Well, of course. I mean, there's no way that could be a real marriage.
I know.
That was a mistake, honey.
It was. I did have my reasons. I mean, they were really important to me at the time.
No, I know that. And I'm not judging you or anything. I know that you thought Alistair was going to help you get Ethan back. That's why you married him. I know that.
I just must have been out of my mind to actually think that Alistair would do anything to help me, though, right? As crazy as it sounds, I do believe that wedding vows should mean something, though. If I were to marry Ethan, it would be forever. Just like it will be when you marry Chad.
If I married Chad.
If you're basing this on what Rebecca said, don't. We both know what a liar she is.
No, I know that.
Okay, well, don't throw away our chance at happiness. One of us should live the dream we dreamed when we were kids.
God, you know, I really wish it was that simple, but
It is. You have Chad. Don't get married to him, Whitney. Have a good life with him. I can't have that.
I'm so sorry you have to go through all of this. You know, it's crazy.
I want to move on, and I just don't know if I'm gonna ever stop loving Ethan. I want to have our dream.
I know. And I hope you do. You know, I hope we both do.
Do you think Chad is that stupid? Would he really risk losing you, losing Miles to have some kind of thing with some woman he doesn't even care about?
You don't seem to understand. You need to believe me when I say I have tried to make sense out of this whole thing. But I can't marry someone that I think is having an affair. Oh, God. I'm gonna have to postpone our wedding.
Okay, did you ask Chad? Did you ask him about what Rebecca told you?
No, I haven't said anything to him. Look, I'm scared of what he's gonna tell me. Okay, what if he does tell me, yes, I'm seeing someone on the side? What am I supposed to do with that?
Then he's not the man that you thought you were in love with, Whitney. You know him better than anyone. So do you really think that he would lie to you so easily?
I never used to think that way.
No, I don't think so. And Rebecca, we both know what a lying witch she is, okay? She would say anything to upset you because she doesn't want anyone to be happy.
I was suspicious of Chad before Rebecca said a word to me. You know that.
I know, I do know, but your suspicions were wrong. I mean, you thought that, you know, Chad and Valerie were having this affair at that motel, but you saw Valerie was with some other guy.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay. You and Chad belong together. Think of everything that you went through. My God, they lied to you. They told you were brother and sister, and then the truth came out, and now you're free to be together. Don't throw away your chance at happiness. Life's too short.
Okay. All right, I'll give him a chance to tell me the truth.
Good. And you're gonna see that everything is a-okay. Okay? I promise. And then we can like celebrate, and I can throw you that beautiful bridal shower, the best one that you have ever seen.
Okay, fine.
Okay, yeah. So get these thoughts out of your head. All right? Focus on being the bride-to-be. Come on, think about everything we had to plan. I mean, we gotta get busy. It's gonna be fun.
Okay. All right, I'll let you throw me a bridal shower. That's cool. If you let me throw you one. It's for you and Jared.
You'll let me throw you a bridal shower if you throw one for me and Jared.
No, I'm not kidding at all.
For starters, it's too late for that.
Now, are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Listen, you and Jared were starting to get really close, okay? And I saw you happy for the first time in a really long time when you were with him.
I was happy. You know, I was actually starting to forget about Ethan. But then JT Cornell showed up in Harmony. And I saw this opportunity to prove to Ethan the truth about Gwen, and when I took that chance, I lost Jared.
But he really, really cares about you.
He did care about me. I heard him, Whitney. He's leaving Harmony.
He's leaving? Wait, can't you convince him to stay?
It's too late. I mean, he doesn't want anything to do with me. I don't blame him.
Well, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. Because the thing is, I really did care about him. You know, I really was falling in love with him.